Oh, this gonna be big, everybody. I got Smartlands in the building. I got a feeling this is gonna be rewatched. I hope you're ready. I see you out there. Make sure to retweet, reshare this link, reshare this link. We got some bombs dropping on this show, I promise you. Forrest, what's going on, man?
Well, yes, by a regular user, you mean a member of the general public, presumably. Yes, of course they can. They can simply buy or participate in an ICO, an initial coin offering on the platform. That will give them a yield. They'll get a return based on the return in the underlying asset. There's also potential capital gain as the asset rises in value over time. So ultimately, yes, I mean, the whole concept of the Smartlands platform is to offer money-making opportunities to investors and yield-producing opportunities. The initial plan for the Smartlands is to tokenize real assets, and we're focusing on property because generally people understand property. They understand what a shopping mall is, or a warehouse is, or a tower block, or whatever. One thing we have on the drawing board is to have an aspect of the platform, if you like, almost a separate platform to deal with small and medium-sized companies. In addition to my role as the non-executive chairman of Smartlands, I'm also the managing partner of Empire State Capital Partners, which is a Ukrainian investment bank. We have a division called Big U, which stands for Business Incubator Group Ukraine. This is an incubation structure similar to what you'd find in Silicon Valley, where we're working with a lot of young, early-stage tech companies, advanced product companies inside the country. Now, in common with all smaller companies, they have a demand for inward investment. Sometimes not very big. I mean, you might have a company which is worth a few $1 million. It needs to raise $300,000 to develop a product. Again, that's too small for an IPO. Historically, they've had to knock on the door and grovel to high net worth individuals who obviously want a large percentage stake in the company for the risk that they're taking. With our platform, these companies will be able to sell a small percentage of their equity to the general public through an initial coin offering, which will then give the people who buy it a fractional shareholding in that business. But the key point here is all of these companies will have been through the Big U format, which involves working with mentors. It involves working with successful business people who have already overcome those hurdles. And so we'll be working with companies that have good accounting, that have good management, that have a good business structure, that have a clear plan for the forward development of the company, and thus give the incoming investors a stronger opportunity of seeing a substantial rise in the value of that company.
Oh! Hold on. Let's get this show started. Woo!
Hi, Sam. Yeah.
What's going on, Ilya? What's going on, Martin? You know what? I want to shout out AL04010. Martin Birch voice soothes my soul. I know what you mean. That was a great introduction there, Martin. You guys can actually catch that video. They have it up on YouTube. And my gosh, it really just, puts into perspective the serious level that Smartlands is taking tokenization and the Stellar blockchain along here. And we're going to dive into a lot of great things, people. I had an opportunity to speak with the team a few days ago, and I immediately said, I got to get this on the show. I've got to get this on the show. My folks, my stellar family have got to hear what's going on. So, Ilya, let's just start off. Let's get this show started. A brief introduction of yourself to all the beautiful people around the world.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm CEO of Smartlands, and actually this month is my third anniversary in the Smartlands team and second anniversary on the CEO position of the company.
Good job, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. Martin.
Yeah, and that video with Martin is not the only video on our YouTube channel. We are adding lots of videos past months, educating everybody about Ukraine, about security tokens, so please watch.
Absolutely, absolutely. You guys are doing a lot of great things, and I can't believe it's already been 3 years. You've done such an incredible job since coming at the helm of CEO. So congratulations to you. One more round of applause for Ilya. You've been doing a lot of great work.
Thank you.
Martin, please, a brief introduction of yourself, sir.
Well, I'm the non-executive chairman, which means I'm more involved in the non-technical side of things. Ilya, as well as being our CEO, is also our chief technical officer. So Ilya runs a team of rocket scientists and sort of computer geniuses who make the impossible happen, to be honest. Yeah, it's all credit to Ilya for leading the technical development of the company to the current stage, where myself and my colleagues on the non-technical side of things can go out now with actually something solid to present to people. Because if it wasn't for Ilya, we wouldn't have anything. So.
Well, and you guys make a good team, because I like when I speak with Ilya, he brings down the technicals. And when you talk money. And I love it when you talk money, Martin. I just want to tell you this. I really enjoy when you talk money. But let's start off onto why we're here. This is what really got my attention, my excitement. There was some recent major developments, right, that came out. There was a draft law legalizing and regulating cryptocurrency and other virtual assets, asset-like tokens in Ukraine. And it passed the parliament in the second reading on September 8th. The cryptocurrencies, for the record, have neither been legal nor forbidden. However, Ukrainians, were always able to buy and could exchange virtual currencies, but local courts couldn't protect them if something went wrong. But this now law plans to open the cryptocurrency market for businesses and investors by 2022. So this is what's really got my attention and wanted me to spark this. Ilya, Martin, either one of you guys, if you want to, I guess we lost Ilya. Martin, if you want to talk a little bit about this new law and what it means for the people and businesses of Ukraine.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, for Smartlands, it's an enormous starting pistol that's just gone bang, and the Grand Prix, the Formula One race has started. Basically, we intend to be in pole position and to win it, to put it bluntly. Basically, the new law sets into place legal structures that govern the issuance of digital assets in Ukraine. Up until now, there was nothing to stop a Ukrainian citizen opening an account with, Coinbase or Binance or whatever and trading cryptocurrencies. But that's not what the law is really about. It's about setting up the infrastructure for digital assets and how digital assets can be legally structured to benefit the forward development of Ukraine. For example, we at Smartlands have an asset tokenization platform, or several platforms, in fact. And now our entire business plan is completely 100% legal, fully structured under the laws of the land. So we are in essence able to operate as if we were an old-fashioned bank dealing in dollars and pound notes and local paper money or whatever. The new law has given us a place to operate in, and we intend to be the number one force in that place under this new law.
Awesome,
Yeah, we
awesome.
can work with banks, with notaries, with tax authorities, with securities commissions, with everybody, with those institutions. Now all the
On,
doors are open. So
yeah, on an equal footing with with our presence, nobody can question it.
I mean, this is a big deal, and I've been saying this for a while. That a lot of people out there in the community don't realize how significant this is. Um, Ilya, me and you were talking about some of the overall impacts and positive contributions that this can lead to everyday life. We were talking about inflation in Ukraine. And we're kind of talking about how digital assets can have a positive impact. You want to talk about that just slightly from our conversation?
yeah, sure. So currently, yeah, everybody can notice that in Ukraine, as probably in many not so developed countries, the inflation is quite high. But there are 2 points how that law actually can improve everything. And the first is that actually digitalizing everything, moving everything on the blockchain rails can get rid of gray economy, can move everything towards the white economy. So can make any kind of business transparent, can make any kind of security separations transparent. That's it. That's like how the blockchain is working in a nutshell.
Right.
And the second point is that actually allowing the issuance of digital assets, virtual assets, according to that law, and it opens lots of the benefits, lots of the value propositions of the tokenization to Ukraine and to everybody. So now Ukraine economy will be once this law is actually coming to force, the Ukraine economy will be much more open for investments worldwide and will be much more favorable for investments. Will be much more investable country. So everybody, institutional investors across the world, high net worth individuals will be able to safely invest funds in the Ukrainian businesses, in the Ukrainian real estate, and investments actually make the economy grow. So and transforms the country. And actually, there is an institution, Ministry of Digital Transformation of the country. So
Right.
we can see how serious is the government of Ukraine to transform the country, to develop the country, to make a quantum leap from not so developed country to one of the leading economy of the world.
If I could just make a small point there as well, the Ukrainian tech sector is becoming huge. We're on target to have the tech sector be about 10% of GDP within a year or two. Um, Currently, there's less than 1% of the population, of the working population, working in the tech sector, but it's around 5% of GDP. It's creating a massive amount of value for the country. And a lot of big international. I think I wrote an article last year. I think there's about 130 companies, big global companies like Boeing and Google
Wow.
and whatever, who have development offices in Ukraine because they want to
Wow.
make use of the technical expertise amongst the computer literate computer engineers and scientists actually in this country. Also, I should
Wow.
point out they're a bit cheaper than Silicon Valley as well, and they're just as good.
Wow. Wow. Those are
Well,
definitely names that
maybe
we
even
all
better,
can relate.
Ukrainian engineers are genius.
Well, you've got to bear in mind, Sam. You see these satellites being launched into space by NASA and the like. They go up on Antares rockets. Those are built in Ukraine.
Mm.
So it's Ukrainian rockets that are sending American satellites into outer space. Not the
Say
engines,
no
the
more.
rockets.
There you go.
That's
There you
when I
go.
talk about rocket scientists, I mean it.
When you mean it, literally, literally,
Yeah.
literally. Ilya, you said that's right, Joker. I don't think people realize the strategic importance of Ukraine's breadbasket. Absolutely. You mentioned Ilya. You said a quantum step. Speaking of quantum, you guys have a relationship with Quantum Attorney. Quantum Attorney is unique because I know that they were very involved directly with a lot of the discussions of this bill, as well as with you guys as well. But also, if I'm not mistaken, there's a larger story going on as well, where Ukraine is in discussions with the Stellar Development Foundation in regards to central bank digital currencies. Um, what can you share on kind of the status and what you guys are starting to hear as far as what's going on?
Yeah,
You
but
take
so
that one,
even
Ilya.
before that, yeah, Martin.
No, sorry, I said you take that one, Ilya. You're more
Yeah, so
educated
even
on
before
Stellar than
that
me.
law that we are discussing today, there was a second law passed this summer. It's already signed by the president, and it allows the National Bank of Ukraine to issue CBDC, basically national currency hryvnia in the form of digital assets. And
Wait, say that one more time. There was a law already signed that allows the
there
central
is a
bank.
law already signed allowing the central bank to issue digital hryvnia.
Wow,
And we
wow.
know for sure that it will be issued on the Stellar blockchain.
Wait. Hold up, pause.
Not for
Whoa,
sure.
whoa, whoa,
Not for
whoa,
sure,
whoa,
but
whoa, whoa.
we cannot say for sure
Wow.
there. But it's like 99.99999% probability that it will be issued on the Stellar blockchain, because yeah, we are
That
hearing lots of rumors here and there. We are seeing actually Stellar building a very big presence in Ukraine. That Stellar is talking almost on an everyday basis with a national bank, with other institutions. So yeah, but
wow,
it's all the
wow,
rumors.
wow.
It's not official. Sorry.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear. Yes, right. We'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that because I can't get it. I can't get information anywhere else. But I mean,
Yeah, we are
we
also in
know.
Kiev,
I
and
mean,
we are
listen.
seeing in our eyes. Yeah, we are seeing by our eyes how Stellar is walking from door to door. So,
No, that
but
is
yeah,
that is
let's
huge.
wait for announcement from SDF. Let's wait for official announcement,
Right.
please.
But I
Yeah.
mean, but listen, it's exciting because the Ukrainian president was just in Silicon Valley and was meeting at the Stellar Development offices. There's clearly a relationship that's building there. So let's just assume that let's just talk around in the rumor category, right? Let's just talk about in the rumor category. What does this mean for Smartlands? Um, Smartland, as an organization and what you guys are doing, because I mean, when the central bank, let's just assume the central bank is issuing stellar-based digital assets, the ability for Smartland tokens, Smartland assets to interact within the banking system becomes effortless, does it not?
Yeah, exactly. So we already can operate. We already can use stable coins. Can use banks. Can use exchanges to exchange lumen for hryvnia, for United States dollar, and so on. But now,
Wow.
if actually hryvnia will be issued on the Stellar blockchain, it's make everything very, 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 very straightforward. So
Wow.
you can collect investment proceeds directly in hryvnia, in the national bank currency, without any kind of stablecoin associated risks with anything, and then transfers this hryvnia to the bank in the form of Stellar-based token. Banks will be able to open Stellar accounts for users.
Gosh. Oh my god. Whoa. 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 I mean, this is huge. This is very, very, very exciting. Martin, do you have anything you want to add?
Well,
It's a
I
digital
I
transformation
just look at
of the whole country.
I just look
Say
at
that one more. Wait, hold
projects
up. I'm
on
sorry.
the
Say that one more time, Ilya. Say that one more time. What you just say?
It's a digital transformation of the whole country, led by the Special Ministry of Digital Transformation. Yeah,
Yeah,
what we
it
can add
is.
there.
Right.
my
Right.
simple point is purely on the business side and the marketing side. We'll be on the same net. We'll be on the Stellar network too. So we are using the same structure that the central bank is using to issue the digital currency. That's got to make Smartlands. It's got to tick a lot of boxes of acceptability in the minds of people out there when they see that we're already on the same network as the central bank and have been for years.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it just draws a sort of a complete sort of link between us and what the central bank is up to, as well as making things a lot easier for the settlement side of things. It really it couldn't be more perfect, to be honest.
Well, and I think kind of going back is you guys have really been involved as far as structuring it. I mentioned that the quantum attorney is also represents you guys as well. And so I gotta imagine that there's been a lot of absolute advantages to that. I want to go ahead and take a couple minutes to dive into your roadmap because as I see here in the comments, everybody, how do I get involved? How do I start to utilize the platform? So let's look at that and we can kind of talk down that path. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the confirmed near term roadmap and revenue generation. So let's kind of talk about that. Tell us a little bit now about how Smartlands plans to connect the average investor out there, because I know that in the clip that I started off with, that was the question presented, right? Can the average person invest and benefit within the Smartland platform? So Martin, Ilya, one of you guys, if you want to take the helm here and explain to these people, hundreds of folks right now all over the world, why SLT and why Smartlands?
Do you want to go first, Ilya?
Well, yeah. So first of all, I'd want to recall our interview in January when we discussed our roadmap, the previous version of the roadmap. Since then, we slightly changed it. We skipped the first step, but took the time to greatly improve user experience of our platform. We are right now investing lots of resources into the development. There are already couple tens of developers working with us on the day-to-day basis, developing our marketplace, our smart contracting platform, improving it, developing our wallet, other parts of the platform, and also things. And our main focus is actually the user experience. So we are making our platform in such a way that allows everybody in the world to invest into digital assets on the Stellar blockchain effortlessly. So and in a very convenient way, like in one click, everybody can buy a security token on the issued by our platform on the Stellar blockchain with a credit card. That will be a very very huge point. And great user experience means that people wouldn't even need to know about that there is a blockchain underlying, that there are public keys, private keys, but still everything will work on a non-custodial basis, so with a great security. And yes, so maybe Martin.
Yeah, I mean, we back in January, look. Ultimately, Sam, we could have launched everything a number of months ago. However, basically we were ready to go a number of months ago, and basically we're ready to go now, of course. But we're ready to go now even better, because Ilya and his team of scientists have created a really top-class wallet which supports the entire structure. And I would encourage anybody to go to the Smartlands website and actually download our wallet. It's really, really good. I mean, it's a great user interface and works brilliantly. We were, however, given sort of legal advice a number of months ago that yes, you can get everything up and running, but if something is slightly out of kilter, out of synchronization with the laws when they come to pass, then in essence you run the chance of potentially becoming illegal. And that's the last thing we wanted. So,
right.
As Ilya said, we invested that time into making a really absolutely brilliant user interface on the wallet there. Now, the roadmap that you have on the screen there now, I think if you scroll to the end of that piece, it does set out, here, the roadmap there. We've put for the first few there, we've just put Q4, but in reality, we're ready to go right now. It's going to be pretty early Q4. In essence, we are looking to have our first deal on the platform done, dusted, and delivered, and closed, and everything sorted out. We actually know who the counterparties are, both the asset owner and the investors. It's all in place. We'll have that up and running in November. This will mean that the first fee pool distribution to qualifying token holders will go out on the 1st of December. By qualifying token holders, what we're doing is Smartlands token holders who are effectively staking their tokens in the Smartlands wallet are entitled to a pro rata share of 33% of the revenue that Smartlands creates from its business activities.
Not Smartlands, but licensed companies in our economy. And that is a very also major milestone for Smartlands because previously we were just a utility token, like a normal utility token out there to pay fees. But now we are also invented and implemented staking mechanics for our token. That is almost the same like staking in every other blockchain, but without minting of new tokens. So business activities, oracles on the platform, licensed entities will generate lots of fees, especially from asset owners. And this stream of fees will be enough to provide quite good incentive for holders, for stakers in our network that will allow us, that will make token holders to get a good share of a fee pool without issuance of new tokens. So we are not making SLT, we are not making inflation for SLT. It will just work as is, and supply will be fixed.
It's worth reminding viewers as well that Smartlands only has, so the SLT token, there's only 7.1 million in existence, of which about 5.6 million are in circulation. So of course, we're not one of these billion token bizarre things that you find in the cryptocurrency world. We're deliberately very small here on the number of tokens. But of course, the more fees that are generated and the more fee pool distribution that takes place to the qualifying token holders, it reduces the amount available in the market. And it's going to be interesting to see what effect that has on the token price over time. I've got my own opinion on that, but I'm probably not. It's probably not the place for me to give that here. I'll let the viewers and the listeners work that one out for themselves.
No, that's a lot of great information here, folks. So, okay, so let's peel back a little bit here. So you got, I guess, a staking opportunity for the SLT tokens, and on that, there is going to be 33% of the revenue paid back in. So, walk us through how this works. So, a property gets, can anybody, bring a property to Smartlands at this point? Can anyone list a property to get tokenized, or is it on a individual basis?
We've got to be a bit, we've got to be extremely how shall I put it? We've got to focus very much on the quality control aspect here. Right. What we are particularly interested in is, at the moment, to start off with, is commercial real estate office blocks that are fully let with long-term clients. So they've got a defined rental income. They've got a defined revenue flow based upon on their current structure. It's then we can tokenize that and offer investors a specific yield based on the known rental income that accrues to the asset owner of that property. That's the most obvious thing. So then by acquiring a minority interest in that property yourself, by acquiring the coins and an initial coin offering on our platform, it then gives you a pro rata yield to the same degree as the asset owner, minus a few little costs like maintenance. Still someone's got to clean the windows and sweep out the communal areas and so on. Those costs have to be taken care of. But right. Ultimately, it allows, for the very first time, your average man on the street to actually own a stake, however small, even if it's only a few hundred euros, in a shopping mall, in a a fully let office block in the center of town, in a warehouse complex, for example, or something like this. Historically, such opportunities were not available to the average investor, and well, unless they were very wealthy. And if they're very wealthy, of course, they're not an average investor. So basically, we're almost democratizing the higher end of the asset real estate, commercial real estate market. So it gives investors a whole new asset class, and to be honest, the yields are pretty good as well. Now, I mean, inflation's a bit on the higher side in Ukraine. Interest rates are higher here. Yields are higher here. So there's no reason why an investor couldn't expect, 7 or 8% a year, or even more, to be honest. If you factor in capital appreciation too, you could easily get 10% plus yields, fully
Right.
backed by the rental income on the property, which is known because there's long-term tenants actually in the property.
Right.
And it gives investors a decent yield moving forward, with the assurance that that yield will keep on going. So it's a whole new investment class we've basically created. I wouldn't say out of thin air because it's taken years, but it's a whole. It's going to seem as if it's been created out of thin air when we start marketing it to people, because it's something that hasn't been available before.
Right. No, I mean, this is huge.
Yeah, and let's
If a
also not
lot of
forget about small and medium enterprises. Yeah, let's also not forget about our partnership with Big U, and that is Business Incubator Group, and that is providing incubation for small and medium enterprises. And this very qualified, so Big U will be making very high quality control of small and medium enterprises. And created small and medium enterprises will be able to raise funds on Smartlands. We will be also issuing, we will be also making fund that will invest in small and medium enterprises, because usually small and medium enterprises don't need much investment, but we can combine all small and medium enterprises into a fund and offer this fund for investment on the platform. And small and medium
Indeed.
enterprises can even provide higher gains than real estate, and especially capital gains. One
Absolutely.
small and medium enterprise, with our investments, we will become a big enterprise. Capital appreciation will be huge.
right.
So
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I love that.
The yield won't be there. The yield won't be there in the early days, but the capital appreciation will be there. You hear a million times, oh, I wish I could have invested in Apple when it was, it was just Steve Jobs in his garage, for example. Well, again, we are giving that opportunity to people here in Ukraine. And, I mentioned this back in January, but you may have heard of the company Grammarly, which is a spell checking, sentence reconstructing
Yes.
platform. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
that was created by Ukrainians in Ukraine. Isn't that a
I should
Ukrainian
know by
company?
now. I should know by
It's
now.
it's a
It's good, so
multi-billion
it must be from
multi-billion
Ukraine.
dollar company. The guy who founded, I think, WhatsApp, Yan Koum, he was Ukrainian. I
Wow.
mean,
Wow.
there's some really big companies. There was a company in Odessa called Luxury, which was bought by Snapchat for 150 million. 150 million. It only had 7 employees. It never made a profit. But again, if you'd been able to invest in that in the early days, when it was starting out, because you understood the concept and it was explained to you properly, you would have had a massive capital gain. We're talking tens and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of percent, so something absolutely ridiculous. With the Smartlands platform and our relationship with Big U, as I was trying to mention in the video that you showed at the opening of this interview, we are going to find these companies. There are some tremendous companies coming out of Ukraine at the moment, and we're proud to be working with a lot of them, and we expect some of these to show some massive gains in the years to come. And we are allowing people to become those early stage investors. In other words, we're stopping the high net worth individuals reaping all the profits. We're sharing those profits with the normal people.
No, that's great. That's great. That's great. And I mean, you're absolutely right. And see, this is the bigger picture that I constantly try to preach when I'm talking to folks in the stellar community is, and this I believe is across the board, is that, individual holding tokens is definitely going to have its run. But these sort of opportunities, to invest in the next WhatsApp, the next Grammarly, commercial real estate, this is where the opportunities become endless. This is when your XLM that you're holding all of a sudden becomes one of the most powerful assets in the world, because it grants you access to SLT. It grants you access to SMEs and to real estate. This is where things get so important. And when I first started off getting involved with Stellar, I did a podcast with the Stellar podcast. It was I'm trying to remember who it was with, but we were talking about real estate because that's my background, and so I completely understand. And for those listening, some of the best opportunities are these big in commercial spots. These commercial locations that have these long-term, big name clients that are going to be there for a long time. They have good cash flow. Us average folks, we can't, spend the $10 million or whatever it is to get into those. We can't find the financing. Those are all, off the market. They're not walking into a Bank of America to get that. They're going to private financing. And so for you guys to open that up, to allow us all to invest and to gain revenue sharing, folks. I mean, this is incredible.
It's not like a revenue sharing. So we are not sharing the revenue of our company. We're not sharing the revenue of underlying like assets for security tokens, but we just implemented staking mechanics. And
Gotcha.
Actually, it will be very profitable because we are actually building a crowdfunding platform. We are building an investment bank of the future, digital investment bank.
Wow.
And normally investment bank charges about 7% fee from asset owners where they attract investments. And by our rules, by the rules of our network, all licensed entities, all brokers leveraging our platform, all investment banks leveraging our platforms, all the instances of our platforms, of asset issuers on our platforms will collect the 7% fee, and by the rules of our network, they will be obliged to transfer 1/3 of their fees that they collect into the fee pool that will be distributed to SLT stakers.
Wow. Yeah, so you're right. That's even better than I could imagine. So, looking back at this map, I've got you here, 38 minutes. I got just a couple more questions. We didn't get to talk about your movement in.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, this is great. Trust me, this is great.
I'm so thrilled about how important small and medium enterprises are and in our vision, and I'm so thrilled about that. And as we're talking rumors today, very soon, in a matter of couple of weeks, there will be a very huge, really huge news in our channel about small and medium enterprises. Our partnership with Big U will be on the next level. So,
wow.
And Martin will tell the world about that. Yeah, for sure.
Wow!
Indeed,
I can't wait.
Yeah, but not yet, Delia.
Not yet. We'll talk. Yeah.
No, not yet.
Listen.
We are talking rumors today.
Rumors today. I like that. No, I mean this is great. I can't stress my excitement for what you two are doing. The company is doing. I cannot wait. Hey, Sam, can you ask about soft offers they have? Let's see. I ask about soft offers they have on current properties. I guess, you guys understand that. I don't know if you want to jump into that question.
Yeah, the simple answer is yes, you can ask, but to be honest, I'm not really in a position to go into too much detail here. The laws in Ukraine that allowed us to press the go button only came into force last week. We've already put in our roadmap, and we still stand by it, that we will have the first deal up and running and done and closed in November, and we'll expect the first fee pool distribution on the 1st of December.
There are actually lots of things going on in our Liechtenstein office.
Yeah.
Soon it will be a real office in Liechtenstein. But we are ticking all the boxes. We are working with Liechtenstein lawyers.
Yes.
Soon we will be a licensed fund in Liechtenstein, able to tokenize securities, and some of these offerings, some of these objects listed on the marketplace will be tokenized also through Liechtenstein. So
yeah, let's talk
lots of
about
things are going
let's
on.
talk
We are
about
pursuing two
Liechtenstein.
directions. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
a very small
Liechtenstein,
country.
you guys just opened up the
hardly able
office
to
over
find
there.
on the map. Yeah, but it's really huge. Actually, the law that is passed in Ukraine, there is kind of almost the same law in Liechtenstein, and it's already active for many years. It's already in force for many years, and it's already kind of established rails to tokenize real assets on the Liechtenstein rails, and so we will be a token issue in Liechtenstein very soon. The company, the licensed entity, all the things will be ready in October, and in November we will be able to offer properties for tokenization.
Nice.
And I should also point out as well, even though we've done no corporate marketing at all, we've not spent a single cent on corporate marketing, we are getting phone calls, I wouldn't say every day, but certainly serious phone calls every week. I mean, for example, only yesterday, our chief marketing officer, Natalia, and myself were on the phone to a guy in Singapore who runs, well, I'm not going to go into too much details, but he's got a great potential opportunity for us. We've agreed that we're going to put together an outline cooperation agreement, which is one step up from an MOU, a memorandum of understanding. And there's a certain point there where to put something in place where both of us can make a bit of money, quite a lot of money, in fact, by utilizing our platform and what they've got. I'm also in negotiations, for example, with the chairman of a British company that runs care homes, old age care homes. Now they're absolutely brilliant because they produce a great deal of revenue, and that revenue is known in advance. So again, if the owner of these care homes can tokenize a small percentage of his business, raise some funds and open more care homes, he's going to end up with a bigger empire without having to go to a bank or borrow great amounts of money. So that would create value as well, because the people who participate in those ICOs are going to see potential upwards capital appreciation in the value of their equity stake, but also a decent return on their investment as they get a pro rata share in the profitability of the underlying care home itself. So, I mean, that's just two little examples there. So, you know, when we talk about soft offerings, we've got a huge pile of stuff ready and waiting in place. We were just waiting for the laws to come into pass. We were just waiting for all the legal stuff to be sorted out in Ukraine and Liechtenstein. All of this is going to go live in October and November. And then we tell viewers, I tell the viewers out there, then we're going to give you all the details. Until then, it's not 100%. I want to give people 100%. This is definitely going to happen. Here's the dates. Come join us. That's really what we're working for. So yeah, we have a huge pile of stuff in the cupboard. We're going to open the cupboard doors in October and November.
Well, you know, and I've always appreciated with both of you guys, and everyone listening to should appreciate as well. Everything that we talked about today has gone through attorneys and talking and making sure, which I appreciate. There's a lot of people out there that just spew off the top of their heads, just, you know, put out hype, and you guys have never done that. You've always been very transparent. That's right. Since day one, absolutely. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not just saying this. Focus on legality is Smartlands' greatest strength. Absolutely. I mean, it's just a fact. It's just a fact. So I do appreciate all that you guys have done, and we'll be looking forward to October. We might have to do another show when things launch, and we can have some more details to talk about, because I'm really excited about not only the real estate side, but the SME side as well. I'm with you, Ilya. I think that's really big, a really big opportunity, especially since Martin pointed out that companies like Grammarly, who, I mean, you see them on commercials every day now, you know, started off there. And so a lot of great opportunity. So I see a lot of people asking about SLT. SLT is available on it's on the deck. So basically, any interface that you want to look for. There's several out there that offer the ability to access the DEX and purchase the SLT token. And Martin, correct me if I'm wrong, they'll utilize those tokens to participate in offerings that come over in the future.
Well, let me explain very briefly. Ultimately, SLT
No,
is a utility. Oh, Ilya.
yeah, so Martin can talk more precisely about that, but I'd also want to add that you will not be able to purchase securitized assets with SLT. Just because SLT is a cryptocurrency, is a utility token, and there is a volatile market for SLT. You will be able to purchase security tokens with XLM, because for XLM the market and liquidity on the market are much more bigger. XLM is top cryptocurrency and will be in top 10 soon, I believe. Again,
that's right, top 10, top 10, top 10. You heard it first.
Top 10, but it will be there, like, it's for sure. So.
That's great.
And
can I just go back to
you'll be able to purchase security tokens with USDC on Stellar, that's for sure, and fiat money, but not SLT at the beginning. So in a couple of years, once SLT will be also in top 10, we will offer purchase of security tokens with SLT, but just not now. But there are lots of opportunities, but there is a staking opportunity for SLT. So
okay,
all the
so the staking opportunities,
all the operators, yeah.
Okay,
and SLT still is a utility token. So asset owners will be able to purchase SLT first to pay fees for licensed entities on the network that making tokenization, that making issuance of the tokens, that making all this vehicle to work.
Gotcha. So real quick, Martin, I'm just gonna jump in for everyone listening in. So when all these different partners are coming on to list their assets on Smartlands, they have to pay fees with the SLTs.
Well,
yeah,
yes. Ultimately, now look, if somebody says no, I want to pay you in dollars or euros or Swiss francs or whatever, we ain't going to turn them away. Don't worry. We're not stupid. But what we will do is we can't close the deal because the Smartlands organization, if you like, it's an ecosystem.
Right.
It's the currency of that ecosystem is the SLT token, much like the Swiss franc is the currency of Switzerland, or the US dollar is the currency of the USA. The currency of Smartlands is the SLT token. So if somebody pays us in something that isn't the SLT token, we will simply sell that and buy the SLT token. Now, obviously, if somebody, if it's a few $100,000, we ain't going to go straight into the market and buy $200,000 worth of SLT in one go. That would be a bit stupid. But what we'll set up is an algorithm-backed buy bot, which will, over a number of days or a week or whatever, will sell that hard currency and buy the SLT token on the market. So, in essence, our business model is about creating demand for the utility token, that is the SLT token, which basically is the currency of the ecosystem. So it's a simple utility token. The more business we have, the more demand there is for that utility token, because that's how we accept fees. It's really that simple. And at the end of the day, all of our incoming fees will be in SLT tokens. However they arrive, that's the case. I mean, I look at it this way. Imagine if you go to Switzerland, and you've got dollars in your pocket, and you go to the supermarket, you want to buy something, they'll probably accept your US dollars, no problem.
Right.
But the shop at the end of the day is then you go to the bank, sell those dollars, and buy Swiss francs with them. So, because Swiss francs is their currency, it's the currency of their ecosystem. And we'll do exactly the same thing. The SLT token is the utility token of the Smartlands network. So not only will the Smartlands token holders participate in the fee pool distribution, I might add as well, to qualify for the Smartlands staking fee pool distribution, you need to hold €1,000 worth of the SLT token in your wallet.
You heard it. You need to have
And
1,000.
lock it in the smart contract. So
Yeah,
we developed
absolutely.
a staking smart contract in our platform that actually allows to lock SLT out of circulation in the smart contract, but it's still in a non-custodial way. So we are we are not collecting these SLTs. These SLTs are still belongs to you, but they are just locked out of circulation in a staking contract.
Wow.
And
Okay.
again,
So
and
basically, what you're
again,
saying, I need to go log off right now and go to Lobster and get me some before Nicholas out here starts to buy him up. I see you, Nicholas. I see you. You probably buying as you writing me right now. Okay. That is huge. That is huge.
yeah,
That is
and
huge.
so at the end of the day, the more €1,000 worth of tokens that are locked away under the smart staking on the wallet, the less is available on the market. Come on, I mean, simple maths, elasticity of supply and demand. Work it out for yourself, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thank you guys. I mean, this has been a lot of fun. We have everyone listening. I took them over their time. They told me 30 minutes. I took almost an hour, and so I really want to. Dan beat me first. I know. I'm going. Hey, honestly, just want to thank you again for coming out and joining us today. Ilya, Martin, this was a really a fun show. A lot of good things. Yes, hey, yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for listening in. Yes, we're gonna do another one because when this thing launches, I'm gonna hound down Natalia to schedule this again so we can talk even further. So thank you, Ilya. Thank you, Martin. If they want to find out more, they want to keep up to date with all the latest that Smartlands is doing, where should they go?
Well, we've got our website, we've got Telegram. Telegram, we've got an official page on Telegram. And also, I might add, there's a very good community, a Smartlands community on Telegram, not run by us, just run by extremely positive and supportive group we've got out there. And actually, I would like to say in closing, it's a delight to work with such a positive and forward-looking group as the Smartlands community on Telegram. There's some great people involved there. We've seen everything on board. We've seen people giving us piano recitals and guitar recitals and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, I'm logging on. It's on a Telegram?
It's the Smartlands community on Telegram.
Oh.
It's easy to find. There's a great community there. Please join us. And
I will. The Smartans. Is that what you guys call yourselves? The Smartans? That's hot.
No,
I like that.
Smartlands.
No, the Smartlands. I like it. I like it.
Community, so what's the address, Ilya? Hang on. I've got to look it up. Ilya, what's the address of our
I'm sure our community members will share the link in the comments.
Oh yeah, I see it. They're already going. They're already sharing the link, so we got it going.
Thank you very much. See, I told you how good they were, Sam.
They are. They're awesome.
So more people on that, the better, because it's a great group of people.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, once again, Ilya, Martin, thank you so much for this incredible show. Thank you, everybody that was out there listening, enjoying. I enjoyed talking with you guys as much as you had out there, it seems. So until next time, continue to do great work. Everybody, I'm signing off. Thank you for this fun show. We'll be talking soon. Ciao, everybody.
Cheers, Sam. Bye-bye.